But yes, hello everyone. So this is just to give a proper introduction, I guess. This is Tabletop Simulator currently what we're using, if you don't know. And this is the Pokerole PMD tabletop game board that I made with the help of a few people, but a lot of it was me. And I put a lot of time into it, and we're finally making use of it. And this is kind of going to be a Wednesday thing every couple weeks. So, yeah. This is session 0. Let me set the mood, by the way. Actually, the mood. If everybody looks at the right tablet, you can see there is SoundCloud up. I put some effort into music. You can just go ahead and play on the sucker that's playing there. And at the bottom, once you have it playing, hit the little loop icon one time, and that'll just loop that one song. This is mood setting music. I figured it was appropriate. And of course, you can adjust the volume as well on the right side. So on the right side of the bar. So just find a volume you like.
Also, some of you have already figured out that, yes, your little Pokemon models are animated and have little animations courtesy of the person who ripped the Pokemon models and brought them up for tabletop use.
Yes. I had to rip them off their stands, but every model is indeed animated. And they can be... I can't control... Oh. Interesting. For some reason... Oh, I guess because you guys are... Wait, hold on. Why can I pick up most of yours, but Eragon, like, made his... Oh, wait, no, I can't pick up Eragon's. It's just hard to pick up. Huh.
Leave my doggo alone.
Somebody made my doggo walk. This is fine.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Yes, I wanted to go all out for this. I can faint too, watch. Now I'm dead. So, though, let me get the chat figured out so Kyrio can actually communicate with us. How's that sound? So
the password is 4, just like the room.
I figured as much. Yeah, just grab an alias on the Chatsy thing, choose a color for yourself, and just hop in with that password, and you should be good.
And I don't know that it's necessary that all of us enter the Chatsy.
I mean, I'm going to anyways, just in case we want to type something OOC or something for later, sessions.
This is true. There's also the tabletop chat, but it will probably be easier for us to just localize the Chatsy, because what you can do in tabletop is, for those of us who have already used tabletop, you can just hover over an object and hold the Alt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say to everyone. If you're zoomed out but you want to see what's on the tablet, just mouse over the tablet and hold the Alt key. You can immediately see what's going on there. So it's a quick way to see what Kyrio is saying, because it's basically everybody here. Let's do a little roll call. Obviously, everybody knows who I am, but Kyrio is cool. Do you want to use that? You can use that chat if you want to, Kyrio. It's fine either way, really. I'm fine either way, I guess. It doesn't really matter. But Kyrio is going to be the only one typing. He doesn't have a mic, or he doesn't want to use it. I don't remember the exact reason, but it's all good. We got Eragon here.
Yeah.
Very, very excited to be here. We have Karserus, who is also our DM. So he's not playing. He is running. Everybody else is playing. And of course, we got Tubby over here as well now.
Hello.
Everybody should know Tubby at this point, because he's usually in the chat, not in the game. But hey.
What are you talking about? Of course I'm playing. I'm just playing everybody else.
Well, yeah, that's true, actually. DM kind of just plays everybody. I don't know who you are. So, assuming everybody is happy with their characters. Testing. Hello, I see you there, Kyrio. Kyrio, yes. If you use the tabletop chat, that's fine, but I find it easier to read messages on Chatsy, because it shows more messages, So that might, in my opinion, Chatsy's better, but really use whatever you want. Because if you want a message, not to just get scrolled into oblivion. Because not only chat messages appear in the chat, so random game stuff could also scroll it. But either way works. You pick it. Just now got into this one. Yeah, it shouldn't require a login to get into that. So, but yes, to go over things. So. We haven't not made our characters. This is session 0. Well, we have kind of decided our base characters. Tubby here is going to be a Munchlax. Kairo's Totodile doesn't want to look at me, but he's a Totodile. And I'm going to be playing a Poochina. And Eragon is playing a Riolu, because he's playing that in his other Pokemon D&D thing, and he wants to be very original and play the same Pokemon again.
Same character.
Same character?
I actually don't mind that. It's nice when you can play a character again.
Well, like, what do you mean by that? Does this mean same character archetype?
No, he's dead. Who killed him?
Alright, if you're literally playing the same character, that might be kind of weird for the story. But if you're just playing the
Why?
same character... Why?
It's not the same character, like, post the other one.
That's what I mean.
Same
Like,
character.
I was talking chronologically
Why did you
speaking.
kill him? How do I unkill him? Who did that?
You right-click him? Oh yeah, so I will teach everybody. So if you right-click your Pokemon, looping effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, you can mouse over. Idle, walk, run, faint. There's also trigger effects, which will have them attack and stuff. So... I see Kyrio's Totodile has also died now. Everybody's dying. Pokerus, that's what's doing it.
Ow, I have a French one.
This is
What
fine.
is
You're all
this?
gonna be unconscious in the beginning.
You're
anyway.
dancing. Yeah, it's just actually true. We would start unconscious if this is your traditional PMD, kind of, in a lot of ways. So,
Ooh.
this is a session 0, and since we're creating our characters, I figured the personality test music would be perfect for the situation. So, there we are. And again, you guys don't have to play it, but I do, since I'm streaming it. I need to have the ambience for everybody. And I will not be normally controlling the music. Oh, what did everybody just do?
Did that.
Oh.
Kyrio testing SoundCloud, I guess.
Oh. Kyrio
It's
accidentally.
fine. Let me go back.
This is fine.
There you go. It's fine. Just hit the song again. There you go.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit that repeat button.
Tablet is linked all around. So if somebody
Huh. You didn't type at that tablet? Well, that's weird. It only popped up now. I don't know why I did that. Might have been just a bug. Don't worry about it. Unless it reoccurs, then we'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out at some point.
Yes.
No worries.
Those tablets can browse the web while you're in game. Yes, it's also playing the music. So, yes, I spent some time today putting together 4 different SoundCloud accounts, as they have a fucking minute limit each one. 4 different accounts for the different genres of, genres, the different categories of songs we have: dungeons, locales, events, and battles. So I've been collecting an album. Some of you may know this, but I have a huge album that I'm not running the music show. I'm not running the show in general, but well, Kar is doing all that. So Kar can decide the music. He'll switch the pages. You know how to switch the accounts, right, Kar? Well, not switch the accounts, but switch between the playlists.
Well, they all have links to the other playlists, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, just have to go back to the playlist front by clicking the... Yeah. You know how it works. But, shouldn't matter too much for this session. So... Yeah, I guess a quick overview on the table for just the viewers. We have the character sheet. We have the item bag, basically. We technically start with no item bag, but that's up to DM if we want to start with tattered bag anyways. But normally we're supposed to get that when we join the guild. That's how that's supposed to work. On the right we have a place to put equipment items, moves, our abilities, which we'll probably do in a second. You are running like a ninja, Eragon. You are a ninja, Riolu. Over here, we got a special little bag here that has NPCs. This is purely for Kar to mess with, because he'll be pulling out NPCs for us. Over here we've got dice bags. They're like this. So 3 different dice. They're just no difference between them. I just figured might as well have 3 different dice. It's just different Pokemon dice. We got some coins to flip, obviously. And we have the actual, like, core book here. Complicated but fun. Yeah, don't worry. You guys don't have to, like, learn everything with us, but We got the core books here. We also have our own PDFs of these things, but I have the core book here so we can all read these. I believe when I change the page, it changes it for everybody too.
Yes.
So
it causes us to load the page.
Which is good. It means Car can like point something out in the book if he wants. On the right, we have the Mystery Dungeon module book, which is much the same. This is one that we'll probably be using a little bit today if we want to check things. So, and then on top here, we have Pokedex books, moving ability books. We won't need to use those too much, actually. Well, the Pokedex one, maybe. Then we have all the moves in these Pokeballs at the top. This contain all the moves in the game, in the books. I may have asked, sorry, but how long have you and the other creators worked on the game? This board, I put probably 80 hours of work into this at this point. I'd say. The other creators, I mean, Zendeku put together the character sheets. He figured out how to create text fields and shit. I think he put a couple hours into that. So, that's pretty cool. Somebody's killing my Puccina again. Oh, the shenanigans. Who wants dead dogs? Come on. Also, we have, I also had a new Pokeball recently. It has abilities in it. Top right one. So when we pick our ability, you can search it and grab it out of there. I would recommend when we grab stuff out of these balls that you, I'm going to leg myself for a second. Hold on. Oh, there's no way to copy it. Well, we can always just grab one, copy it, and put it back. It'll break the alphabetical order, but since they can also be searched by name, it's not a big deal. Obviously, want to make copies in case, you know, somebody gets the same move or the moves are needed to be pulled out by Car and such. So we'll make copies as we go. Then we got a bunch of items in these here bags on the right of that, and then we got currency on the right of that. So we have our rank token here when we actually join a guild. Change it into different things, upper right. So, started with no guild, obviously. And the middle board is the dungeon and event playfield. And that will come to play when we're actually in a dungeon, probably next section. So, doesn't that make him an undead dog? Well, he keeps coming back to life. Who is killing my dog, though? Seriously. I've had to pick him up twice now.
I only killed each Pokemon once.
Oh, that's not so bad then. Only genocide one time. It's fine. So, let me see what Kyrio's saying. Holy Lugia. Holy Lugia.
Oh, yes. I pulled out Lugia and sat it on top of Eragon for a little bit.
Oh, did you? I wasn't there. I wasn't up down there when. Yeah, Lugia was added because I asked. I said Eragon needed a Lugia.
I'm sure there will be this enormous Lugia pillow in whatever house Eragon eventually owns.
No comment. No comment.
No comment.
Speaking of recopying the things and putting them back in there, I lack the ability to copy.
Oh, yeah, I can actually, well, technically I'm the host here. I should be promoting Car for one. I can promote you all. I believe I can do that with everyone, right? That should allow you to copy. Let me know if that changes your privileges.
Yes, it's copy.
Okay.
I'll make a copy.
Yeah, I'll just make sure. I just need to make sure I promote everybody each time.
There we go.
Okay. Have a little trouble there.
Yeah.
I found the easiest way to do it is just let me demonstrate. Actually, the easiest way, just put it above the Pokeball and it'll fall in the right way.
Well, my camera was angled as such that I couldn't really tell.
Oh, it's okay. Hello, a lunatic. This is like I said, this is session 0 of Pokerole Mystery Dungeon, which is basically D&D PMD. This is a tabletop simulator board I made myself with a bit of help. And we're currently in session 0. We're starting a game up, basically. It's a bit of a hard day for me, so I'm sorry if I'm a little scatterbrained. So, let us begin by, well, we gotta make our characters, so let me go ahead and turn to the page where that's all that stuff, you know, the nature stuff. Let's see, that was in the core book, right?
Yes, natures are, I believe, natures are in page 40. And everybody else has already filled out the questionnaire. essentially.
Right.
And
I have
getting a
not,
nature
so.
is part of that.
Let me think. How? Yeah, where's the questionnaire? Is it under nature? It's above nature, isn't it?
Questionnaire is on page 18.
Which one?
Questionnaire is on page 18.
18.
Well, 18 of the PDF, but...
So yeah, create a character. This is for like creating a human character, but it's repurposed for the Pokemon side of things. So, well, technically we are making a human character still, just transformed human. So anyways, our basic... I won't go over everything in these books for the stream, but stream goers, if you have a question, just ask it. But what we're basically doing here is we need to make the questionnaire. So, you know what? Fuck it. Nope, not that. I'm just gonna, at least while I make the questionnaire, I'm just gonna create an object real fast here.
But for those of you that have already filled out the questionnaire, and don't worry, Charm, I'm not going to, like, leave you in the dust.
That's fine. I'm just looking for a fucking note card so people can see what I fill out. So everybody's already filled out the questionnaires are just a guideline thing.
Yes. For those of you that have filled out on the questionnaire, in the PMD module, on page 3, there is a red character creation box. And we already have a Pokemon character sheet, you've already filled out the questionnaire, you've already picked out Pokemon that are within limitations. And you don't need to worry about starting limits, but we need to get the starting attributes down on your sheets.
I have a question. Did everybody name themselves after their human name, or do they get a Pokemon name? What do people decide? Because a lot of times the human doesn't remember details, so they might come up. Well, actually, I think you are. Yeah, you were asked to give your name after you wake up in most games. So I'm trying to think. Because do you think the humans remember their name, or are thus giving their human name in the name field? I'm never sure about that.
Feel free for either. I don't mind you remembering your name. It's a core part of who you are.
That's true. I kind of feel like it is the human's name, but okay, that raises. Anyways, I'll let you continue. I'm gonna talk to the chat directly with text while you explain things to other people.
So, page 202 in the core rulebook has Munchlax and Riolu, so I'll go there first. But before I go there, you guys have probably seen the orbs at the top of your character sheets. Those contain the counters for your dots.
Yes.
I will use Charm's sheet as an example since Charm is doing the questionnaire.
Oh, by the way, did anybody actually answer the age question that Kyrio asked? Because I wasn't in the call when he asked that.
The base age for trainers is 10, but I mean, if you feel any age is fine, then any age.
Yeah. I wasn't picky. I have no idea what. Actually, are these questionnaires publicly available to? What are we doing? Did everybody just fill them out like on their own personal note or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not. We're not sharing it. That's fine. We don't really need to.
You don't have to share it. You're free to leave it in biography or notes or not share it at all.
Some of these questions are kind of tricky though. Well, actually, all of them are because my brain's a little scattered still.
The large ones are for the big blue square bits. So, for instance, dots on Charm's strength thing here. The medium one...
Puppy. Good name.
I don't...
The medium ones are for fight survival context, I believe, as well as the logic and instinct. Or it might just be for logic, instinct, and primal. I don't exactly know.
I think that's for logic, instinct, and primal.
Green is for the brawl through perform. Blue is for logic, instinct, primal, and big is for everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured I'd pipe in since I actually, made it.
So yes, we shall find the stats for people. Let me find people's stats. Unless you've already found them.
I'm gonna pop over to check something real fast. Let's see.
Okay. Well, this is going to be relatively easy. Both Eragon and Tubby, you will have 2 in your strength.
Beat.
Eragon will have 2 in his dexterity, and Tubby will have 2 in his insight. And then you will have 1 in the rest of everything. Main attribute-wise, anyway.
I'm strong.
Yes.
I am strong.
Now,
oh my
according
God,
to the
I-
questionnaire,
360. You're going mad, dude.
not the questionnaire, character creation, all your social attributes start at 1, and you have 1 extra point that you can put into any one of those.
Which ones are the social ones? Is this the tough, cool, beauty, cute, and smart stuff? Is that that?
Yes, basically the contest stats from the Pokemon games.
No,
And those are for social situations.
Who turned my wheel upside down? How'd you do that? Why is he upside down? How do I fix it?
Mouse over and hit F.
There you go. And don't worry, Charm. I'm just trying to make sure their sheets are set up.
I know. It's just you're gonna have to go through all this again because I can't listen to any of it right now. Also, names are fucking hard for me, so I really can't decide on one. That's like the hardest thing out of a character. I could.
Name later, concept now.
I mean, the rest is just as hard, so I would best to start off with a name, honestly. Or I probably can't answer the other questions either.
Oh, what ability are you going to pick? You already wrote that down. Okay, let me grab that out of the ability bag.
Nah, you can't handle 360, huh? Oh. No, names are terrible for me, Beerus. I just can't do them. Is Tucker a good name? I mean, that's sometimes a dog name, but it also can be a human name. I guess that could work. Actually, is it a human name? I only have heard... I think it's a human name. Yeah, it is. What's it mean? It's actually a profession. Go figure. I didn't know that. Yeah, sorry, chat. You're not gonna see much moving because I'm currently over on Firefox attempting to use it to stoke some ideas for names, basically.
Just name yourself Chrome.
Crow?
Chrome.
Chrome? I don't... Why would I name myself after a browser?
Well, shiny and Chrome we ride.
What?
Charm is name yourself after a tree.
Best dog name is Kitty. Name myself after a tree? Well, I mean, I already did that with Aspen. Oh wow, why did the game freeze? Just have a bunch of leg, or is it just me? Okay, it's just me. One moment. I know why. Hold on. Never mind. Can't use Firefox to browse stuff because I just had an ad fucking shut everything down for a second. Oh wait, it's still doing it. The fuck? Okay. Alright, are we good? Cool. Fucking ads. I don't have ad blocker. I always forget this. Well, it didn't kill the stream or anything, but god, wow.
Yes, it did.
It did kill the stream?
Yep. It broke the stream completely for everyone watching.
Well, somebody refresh and see if it still works. You know, I'm not even done legging. What the fuck? Hold on a second. I need to check something. Well, I mean, Tabletop's eating a lot of CPU, but I don't think that's why that happened.
Well, I know for me it's trying to load all of the ability cards because I searched the bag.
I wonder if that had something to do with it. But I thought it was local search. Okay, I've I think fixed it.
It also stopped loading the abilities, so...
I mean, again, it'd be great if somebody could see if,
Good
Yeah,
job,
I'm looking at the
Firefox.
stream,
You
it's
killed the
back.
stream several times in a row.
Back in the center.
Eat a
Is it-
dick, you flaming fennec.
yeah, I kind of agree with you, Hyper. Also, is it back? I mean, he managed a bit. Yeah, a refresh should
it's
fix
back.
it. A refresh should fix it if nothing else. Yeah, that was no. Blame ads. I guess I'll just put it that way.
Darn you, ads.
Well, I guess I can't use Firefox to come up with ideas. Great, cool. The issue of the chat tab is I don't think it alerts anyone when I say anything. This is true. Honestly, again, you can use the other one. I was actually trying to look at the chat tablet, but I was having too much lag. PMD always has you remember your human name. Put your name, how about serious? Honestly, again, Kyrio, if you feel like the tablet isn't working out, feel free to use the actual chat, because it does alert, you're right. It does a little pop. Serious is not a bad name, but maybe a little too ironically serious. I don't know, maybe. What page was Nature's again? 40? Or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nature's is on 40.
I need to figure that out first, then I'll work backwards.
Maybe Fido.
Oh, I almost forgot since stalled by Chrome. Tiny and Chrome were red. You have 3 points to distribute among your skills, which are fight, survival, and contest. So you can distribute them how you see fit.
3 points, you said.
Yes.
Rex does too. I mean, Tucker is both those things as well. That's why I was thinking about it. But I need to remember what nature I was picking, because I don't actually remember.
Docile.
Was it docile? There's a few that are
Yeah.
like docile, so I couldn't remember if it was docile specifically. Yeah, I think it was docile, you're right. Just gonna write it down on this note card for now, and then I'll move it down. Yeah,
Can
let's
we get
see.
a brief summary of fight, survival, and contest?
Ah, yes, sorry. Let me get back to that page.
Yeah, docile was the one. Not quite cowardly, but
So,
not quite neat.
well, I should probably
Naughty.
go ahead with social attributes. Charm has already read through these sections, so he's ahead of you guys on that.
Wait, which one?
The attribute section.
Oh, what attributes? Oh, right.
Mental,
Yeah, I don't
physical,
remember much
social.
of what we talked about, but I know vaguely. Like, again, I don't retain information very well, so I don't remember too much. But yeah, I'll just listen in while I figure out. What is everybody else's... What everybody else decide on age? I don't want to seem weird or something.
I went with 25. It's a bit younger than I am.
My guy's 17.
Okay. What did Kyrio
I
end up
went
going?
with 25 because as a human, he like had a career. And
I was thinking more along the lines of what Kyrio was saying, a younger character, kind of more at trainer age, because that's usually what I think of when I think PMD, as well, for the characters. Certainly would explain the whole let's go to school part. You were going 14? Okay. I think, yeah, that kind of gives me an idea then. Thank you.
Goodness. This is going to be a very tanky party.
I don't know if I will be. We'll see. Wait, are you? Is it because of how people are deciding to stat? Or is it because...
Well, Tubby has thick fat, which reduces damage from fire and ice, and Eragon has inner focus, which makes him unflinchable.
Oh, by the way, you guys can grab ability cards as well, just remember.
Yeah, I got them their ability cards.
Oh, they do? Where are they?
yeah, I got mine.
Oh, okay, so you guys set them there. I guess that works, yeah?
Mhm.
I didn't think of doing it, put it there, but that actually makes a lot of sense. I guess it fits.
No, I put it next to the where it says ability.
Well, I didn't really... Yeah, it's perfect, actually. I should have made snap points for that. Would you like a snap point? No, actually, it doesn't matter. It's going to stay there. By the way, you can lock that by just right-clicking it and going to lock. I assume you never need to move it, right?
No, you
But
I mean, unless for some reason
There you go. I locked it
your
for you.
ability were to change during the course of the story.
I guess you could always just put it on top. The other one.
In any case, quick review
Just
of
move it a little
mental
bit.
and physical stats because the viewers probably don't know what those. Though most of them are self-explanatory. Strength is how strong you are. It's your ability to carry heavy loads, inflict physical damage, and your muscle development. Vitality is an incredibly important stat because it dictates your HP, defense, and special defense. And how HP is figured out is you take your base HP, which for all of you would be 3, and then you add however many points you have in Vitality, and that's your total HP.
I have a quick interjection question. Should I delete the extra character mat, or would you find a use for that, Car?
We might as well just leave it.
Okay.
There may be a use for it. We'll be able to keep stuff off to the side. We can treat it as the invisible potential NPC. Cardboard cutout that doesn't exist until it has to.
Okay. Also, now you probably saw the Riolu, who is ninja running. Alright, I'm kind of working on this. Alright, let's see here.
Again, no rush. Your defense and special defense are equal to your vitality score. And what defense basically does, and we'll cover this later in combat, is your defense takes away from whatever the die roll is that is being used to attack you. Same for the enemy's defense and your attack. Dexterity is your agility, flexibility, and your coordination. It also determines how many miles per hour you can run, and it can be surprisingly high. We will probably see a ninja running Riolu at some point, I'm sure. There's insight, which is basically, in D&D terms, sense, motive, perception, being able to see and sense things beyond the mundane. Special is essentially strength, except for special moves like creating sparks or fire, elemental things, etc. Your special stuff.
Oh man, I forgot what page it was. Actually, wait, I just remembered.
For each of these physical and mental attributes, there's a social attribute associated with it. Now, unlike normal, for starting, I believe, we don't have our social attributes matching our physical and mental ones. But going forward, if you put a point into a mental or physical attribute, you will also be getting a point in the social attribute by proxy. So, for instance, if Eragon decided to put a point in strength, he would also get a point in tough. That simply just doesn't occur in character creation, so. And then there's the social attributes, which is tough. And I'll just read off the descriptions from in the book for you guys, since that's easier. A tough attitude is used to command respect, intimidate, or manipulate others. It is linked to strength, sometimes develop muscle frame is all you need to look imposing. Cool. This attribute makes for a charismatic, confident, and trustworthy attitude when dealing with people or Pokemon. It is linked to dexterity, where good body language is what communicates them. Beauty. Your looks and personal care get reflected through the beauty attribute linked to vitality. A healthy body is a beautiful body. You may temporarily enhance your beauty attribute with makeup, clothing, or accessories. For those of you who are feeling vapid. Intelligence should be self-explanatory. Do you have smart? Oh, I'm sorry. Smart and intelligence are essentially the same thing, it's just that intelligence is the stat for humans and smart is the stat for... And then there's cute, which is linked to special. If Pokemon's sweet and peculiar behavior is what makes them unique, that's why it's linked to special. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be an implication there, actually. But I'll go with it. Now we can move on to skills and specialties, since... Oh, sorry if I cut off. Since that was the original request.
Actually, hyper your line, technically. Well, misassuming. At least. Everybody stated their ages. Actually, I think it was only 2 of us that are under 18. So. Just wanted to clear that up. I can't type. Let's see.
I like your size and weight, by the way, Tubby. Wide and a lot. Okay. Alt. There we go.
Fuck the last 3 questions. I don't think this really matters too much. It's just what I'm trying to keep in mind
the last
myself.
3 don't matter as much.
I know an amalgamous mass of what my character is, but I can't answer direct questions about him, so it's good enough.
Well, that's fine. There will be more time to develop them.
That also lets me know. Also, let's see. Does anybody know how to draw out a card without actually taking it, like making it? Can you draw out a copy? I don't know.
Hold on.
Not that I have decided my ability yet, but I have at least decided my nature.
No, you can't copy while search. You'll have to draw out the card, copy it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just making sure. I guess I'm ready to work my character sheet.
Alright. You'll need to find Pucciana.
Just gonna drop this here for now.
Let me explain skills first, and then I'll help you find Pucciana if that's alright.
You mean the dex? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll just pull up the dex myself. Hold on. Let's see, I think it was separated by Jen. Yeah, here it is.
So, the fight skill is pretty much exactly what it's... And you'll notice underneath the skill are all these smaller categories, and they are all in nice vertical columns, so you know what specialties, which is what those smaller categories are, go under what skill tree. The fight skill is basically your ability to fight. In the example in the PDF, if you have 0 fight, it says you flail aimlessly, which I find highly amusing. But it's basically your ability to fight, how well you fight. It's generally used for attacking, and attacking type moves. And then there's the specialties under it, such as... And specialties are different from skills. You only get points to put into skills at character creation. Specialty points are things you're going to have to earn with experience later. But there's Brawl, which is for non-ranged, physical sort of combat. Channel, which is used for energy and range type moves. Clash is something all its own, which is basically your ability to use a move to stop an opposing Pokemon's move. Evasion is your ability to dodge, which is helped greatly by dexterity. And then there's weapons, which you guys may or may not end up having.
May or may not.
Yes. I mean, if you have a high enough logic, you can essentially make a taser.
Quick feat, by the way.
Quick feet?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me...
So what the heck... What, is everybody using their biography section, and what are they doing with it?
No.
I wish I wasn't so behind you guys
Use
right
it
now.
later, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't have to use it immediately or transplant anything there, but it's there for people who want to.
Okay.
Same with notes.
So now can we get to my leg behind ass and figure out my dots?
Yes, we'll figure out your dots.
Yeah, fill out as more is revealed about. Yeah, you know, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, you have the same stat build as Ariolu.
I'll do it as short.
Yeah.
I'll do it
You
short.
have 2 strength, 2 dexterity, and...
Oh, do
1
we not roll? We just place them? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if anything got rolled. Okay. So I just copy
Sadly,
this
this
then.
is not Pathfinder.
Okay. That's fine. I don't mind.
Otherwise, I would have you all rolling.
Are the counters worked for everyone, by the way?
So far, so good.
Sometimes they get stuck on each other. You just have to jostle them, if that happens. So remind me, card 2 points at a tough since 2 points at dex, 1 point of beauty since 1 point of vitality, etc. Right?
That's after character creation. During character creation, you only have 1 in each social stat, plus 1 extra social stat point that you can put wherever.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Pokemon social stats work differently than human.
No, I mean the tough, cool, beauty scoots. Wait, then why do some people already have 2 in those?
Because they use their extra social skill point and put it in that.
Oh, extra one?
Yeah. At character creation, you get 1 social stat point to put in whatever, which is why Tubby has 2 smart, and why Eragon and Kyrio have 2 top.
But you can put it in literally anything, even a stat that only has 1 point?
Yes.
Okay. I need to remember what the stat... What page
forward.
is the stat... just answer my own question.
The page? I have it.
Just need to remember what the stats do. Again,
They
like,
start
you
on
may have talked to
23.
me about it, but I never remember this stuff. 23, okay.
Yeah. That's where they start. It's just that moving forward, if you use experience to gain an attribute point, the appropriate social attribute gains a point as well.
In the future. Okay.
Yes.
Right, that was the Dex. Yeah, I think I'd be... Yeah, that's right, Dex. That was the one. I was trying to remember what I remembered. I was trying to remember what I actually was going to focus on. Which I guess... The social stats are mentioned after the stats, I assume? Yeah, they are.
Yes.
So, Dex is tied with... Yeah, okay. Being cool, apparently. Charismatic. I guess that works, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's where I'm putting my thing. I notice everybody seems to be putting it into fucking tough. No, wait, actually, no, I take that back. And smart. Smart Muchlex. That'll be cool, I guess. Nope. I see you doing that
Well,
counter.
considering the current stat building of everybody's characters, this seems like a standard D&D party to me.
Brooke Riviera. That's quite a name. I guess I should do it. Well, maybe a last name. Ralph. That's a pretty good Muchlex name, I have to say. And Riley. Yep, you are playing the same. Well, same name, anyways.
Back to skills. Survival is your ability to get around in the wild and be on your own. And avoid inclement nature, avoid
3, Kyrio, to put however you want.
Yes.
Wait. For what?
So if you wanted, you could put 3 points in a single skill.
Okay, I like how everybody's just managing to remember what everything does, like what the hell Fight Survival Contest is, but I have to look it up myself. You guys have the PDFs, I assume. I'm trying to use the in-game table for the sake of the stream, though.
I have no idea what any of them do. I just know that I don't want any points in contest, and I want a lot of points in fight.
I would love to know what page this stuff is on. I can't seem to find it.
25 is where skills and specialties start.
Did I pass by them? Oh, I did pass by them. Yeah. I don't know how they factor, though.
Most rolls give you a dice pool that is generated from attribute, skill,
Right.
specialty.
Oh, right. I remember now. Thank you. Okay, hold on.
So, for instance, say, I don't know, Eragon uses tackle. I'm not sure that he has tackle as a move, but I know for a fact that would be strength and fight. In which case, he would have 4 to roll.
Yeah, I think most of mine are based on fight as well. So how does the points build work again for the Fight Survival Contest?
At character creation, you get 3 to put in them however you wish.
Oh, I didn't mean to place it there, but yeah, fine. You stack there, buddy. I'm going to move them in a second. I'm thinking. Just wanted to grab the 3, so I remembered. Pucci and so Kyrio. If we have elected that we want to use the chat, the in-game chat, I do see the value in that. Should I close the tablet then? Because now I'm checking both, and it's kind of a waste of time. I realize. We'll clear up space on the table. It's not a bad thing. Let's see. Okay, you're just using this for... Oh, okay. Oh, you planned on using the tab for in-character. That's fair. That's fair. Let's do that then. Hi, Doctor.
Alrighty.
So does survival factor into skills as well?
Yes. Survival and contests do factor into skills as well as certain moves.
Didn't we? I vaguely remember me being mentioned as a support character to some degree when we were talking about my character. Well, is that what I said? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. You wanted to be the docile one that sort of hung back. And
yeah.
for instance, you start with Howl, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
which
I don't think so.
believe...
Do I? No, it's a 5 experience cost.
Ah, okay.
But it's not very much.
But Howl, for instance, uses the Intimidate specialty, which is under Contest. A lot of support moves utilize Contest, more combative attacking moves use Fight. Survival is utilized for a variety of things. I think that's the one that gets used most out of combat, but it is used in combat sometimes, or at least some of its specialties are.
Survival.
And survival is basically your ability to survive in the wild and avoid getting sick or injured in inclement weather.
Contest. Oh god, all my abilities are all over the place, actually. Just realized. As far as those 3 stats, I mean.
Survival has things like
Contest.
Alert, which is your acuity, basically perception, your ability to hear and sense of smell, your ability to react to danger. Athletic, which is athleticism, running, climbing, swimming, jumping, walk upside down. You know, like Eragon was doing earlier. Nature, is interestingly, is like being able to create fire from scratch, knowing what kind of plants you can eat, building a shelter, knowing the cycles of nature. And, you know, good and bad times for... Finally, under survival is stealth. Relatively self-explanatory, but it's your ability to avoid danger and avoid being seen.
I'm not really sure. I mean, Since my moves are spread across those 3 stats so heavily, I can't really decide how to put the points.
Well, we're just beginning, so you don't need to specialize right away. And then there's Contest, which it does say in the book that it's a skill you're going to need to in most social situations, but the way you act is exacerbated, and most of the skills end up being very support or social oriented, the specialties. I mean, there's Allure, which is, you know, being able to make people interested in you and how, like, you're interested in them, etc. There's Empathy, which is how easily you connect to others. I'm certain that's used in several moves, particularly healing ones.
Fight and survive. Like, if you have 3 points of fight, does that mean 3 die for a move that involves it, right? Or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
It's very good for an attack-heavy character. The third specialty under Contest is Etiquette, which is good manners, elegance, refinedness. The difference between acting noble and acting like you're a hobo.
I'm actually surprised to see that only 1 person put 2 into fight. And of course, it was Eragon, because he's punching things, probably.
Yeah.
Someone has to be the DPS.
I mean, yeah, somebody's got to take the role. I'm just surprised. I figured more people would pick that.
It's my job.
I guess I'll go 2 points into... I'm not really sure. I kind of feel like I should put a point into every single one, actually. But I don't know if that would be bad.
It's not. You're all level 1 at this point, so...
I don't know how I don't know how hard it is to earn more of these points, though. I mean, there's only 5 per thing, so I imagine not very easy.
There is a thing we'll go over at some point, either tonight or at another point, where how much experience is necessary for buying new.
I think we had.
Yes, it's going to end up being a lot, but you're also going to earn.
Yeah, I think we had in mind that I would get a possible special. What was the special thing we talked? Oh yeah, I remember what it was. Never mind. The thing we talked about for fun that one time. Right, so that's also fight. Okay, good to know.
Oh, right. Intimidate, which is useful in many situations I've found, is the 4th contest specialty. Again, most of these are good at being self-explanatory, just my name, but it says here, other situations will require spiteful glare, a sharp comment, or a well-timed rise of your seat. Intimidation is useful to force or manipulate others to do what you want. And finally, under the contest skill, is perform, which is dancing, singing, acting, impersonating, and bluffing. Anything you may need to pull out a convincing act will get better if you specialize in perform. And then there's the knowledge skill, which you don't have. That's supplemented by logic.
Gonna be awesome.
I wish I could get a better idea of what moves use contest more.
Support moves, generally.
Yeah, I guess so. Pidgey doesn't really get a lot of support moves, so to speak, but... Actually, Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Huh, even that uses fight. Honestly, Poochie's main thing is biting, so... it evolves by perfecting its biting, so, you know.
Nom nom.
Appointing to fight would not be unreasonable for me, but... You can set the size and weight as anything you want? I guess so. Alright, I guess I'll just do all of them. Yeah, sure. Why not? The thing about D&D, if you build your character wrong, the DM could just kind of help you out and get you something that works for your build, too. That's another thing. It's not a super rigid thing, D&D. So if you find yourself unoptimized, it's not like that, oh shit, well you have to, you know, make a new character, you're fucked. No, there's ways around it. So I guess I'll just go an even spread.
And one of the other things is garments and held items can supplement your stats and abilities. And those are, well, they are precious, and I should not be handing them out like candy if I'm a good DM, and I'm probably going to end up handing them out like candy anyway.
Also, did everybody pick normal? Did anybody do something freakishly different for size and weight for their Pokemon?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, why?
Mine's in metric. Does that count?
Oh, that's fine. I'm just assuming we're all around the same size, but you know.
Well, Munchlax's Pokedex weight is 231, which is more than I weigh IRL.
I was more meaning the height, but also, wow, Pokemon weights are weird sometimes. Let's see, Poochie is normally 30 pounds. I wonder if that's normal for a dog that size.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My Riolu is really heavy then.
20 kilos? Well, Riolu's also
all muscle.
I can't convert to metric, so not about a browser, but I'm not.
That's more than 40 pounds.
Okay.
So, let me go back to character creation.
Metric system.
I've explained skills and specialties a little bit.
90 pounds? People want me to be 90 pounds.
No, how am I supposed to hurl your character around if you weigh more than me?
Actually, 60 pounds. 60 pounds, slightly under 2 feet. How fat would that be?
Very.
Maybe 50
How about
then.
45?
45. I'll do it.
If you wish to be a Pudgiana.
Yes, I do. Oh yeah.
Alright, so there's an important quote-unquote stat called everybody starts with 3 will points. Will bears some explaining, because if you don't know what inspiration is in D&D, you probably won't know what this is like.
Do I start with 3 HP, by the way?
You have 4 because you have 1 vitality.
Okay.
Your base HP is 3, but you have a point in vitality.
So roll through perform. What was the very simple rule for that? 3 points anywhere. Was that it?
Fight, survival, contest.
No.
Yeah,
Things. No. Brawl through perform. Brawl, alert, channel, that
at character creation, you don't have any points in.
Oh, okay. That's all. Okay, gotcha. And what is our starting logic, instinct, and primal?
I will get to that after explaining will.
Okay, what is will?
Will, as the book explains it, throughout history, people have achieved great feats that normally would seem impossible. A frail woman suddenly lifting a giant boulder to save her infant son, or a man with a broken leg getting up to run from a fire. In those scenarios, people used all of their might, breaking the limits of their own physical restrictions in order to achieve something greater. The will attribute, quote-unquote here, measures just how far your inner strength can take you. Everyone starts with a total of 3 points and can get a maximum of 10. Now, I may, at my discretion, call for you to roll using your will score to overcome stressful situations, or, roll for your conscience when you're attempting misdeeds. But you can also spend those points in some dice rolls to ensure a successful roll. And to do that, before you roll to perform an action, you declare that you want to spend a will point to do that. That means your character is going to give it all you've got. This, of course, is going to lower your will score by 1, but it ensures a success when you really need it. It adds 1 unremovable success to the final result of your roll, meaning whatever you do, you're guaranteed to at least succeed baseline. Unless, for some reason, the dice hate you and then give you, 2 natural ones and you're capable of losing successes. But, well, actually, no, it's unremovable success. So, yes, you would succeed baseline. Never mind. Spending a will point also allows you to ignore all pain penalizations until the end of a round, if those have been eating at you. And we may or may not deal with pain penalization, because it seems like it's ironically a pain to deal with.
What page is the will stuff on? Because I mostly blanked through most of that conversation.
27.
Okay, thank you. I'll just look at it. Okay, I get it. So how easy is to regain will? Or is that a thing? It doesn't fill up like HP, I assume.
Yeah, it says here, after you spend a point, however, your character will be worn out. If you run out of will points, the character will lose consciousness and faint at the end of the round, just from the sheer... And you all have the ability to spend will whenever you want. Most people can't.
So I noticed the description doesn't really specifically state what spending a will point does for you, but that you can do it.
Spending a will point adds 1 unremovable success to the final result of your rolls.
Okay.
So
there it is.
Dice pool of 1.
Okay, I see. So as long as you're doing some damage, you add a success die.
To recover 1 spent will point, your character must rest for a few days, feel accomplished by having achieved something great, by following your nature, or as a reward for good roleplay. So essentially, you can gradually recover up to your baseline of 3, or you can earn more than that, and that will expand your will quote-unquote attribute for a period of time. But will rolls do not count for, but will point spending does not count for luck dice, which is another thing, damage rolls, or will rolls, because those are non-action related.
Oh, okay. So it can only be used in combat, or just for...
it has to be used action related.
So I guess
if
it's non-combat action.
But it has to be something that you're doing that requires you to give it all you've got. Also, poor upside down thing.
By the way, did you notice the occupation I picked, Car?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It's appropriate.
Appropriate.
I
figure I'll just put that in notes. Yeah, there we go.
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you were transformed into a Pokemon, you still retained your human mind and rational thinking. This part of you is measured by logic. On the other side, you gain new abilities, sharper senses, an awareness of energy, a new body. And that part of you is represented by instinct. And these mechanics don't have to be added, but I like that they're in there. So we're going to be using them. Also,
what, logic and instinct, do you mean? They're optional?
Well, it says that you can choose to add these mechanics into your game, but they
seem kind of important, so
Yeah, they seem pretty important.
Yeah.
And logic is... You roll for logic to solve things in a human manner, remembering things about the human world and how you did things, reading human text, because I know Pokemon have their own language, crafting tools, etc. At higher logic, you retain more human-like features in... Well, that's what the book says, but I assume it means mentally. So, higher thought capacity, etc. Better memory of human event and history and your previous knowledge. And the only way to gain logic is via role-playing, it says. So it's an award for good role-playing, and particularly, I would say, problem-solving in a human fashion, as opposed to a Pokemon fashion. Solving in problems relying on your intellect, instead of resorting to using moves, preferring to use weapons and tools, acting like a human. Now, it also says that you can buy a point in logic for 50 experience, which is a decent amount. I would personally rather spend that experience elsewhere, but if you want more logic, I will never stop you from buying whatever you please with your experience.
By the way, I'm just going to casually slide this over to you guys, because I know that would help for you guys. I know you hadn't filled it out, so... You, Tubby and Kyrio. That's in the... By the way, that came from the question mark bag. It's got a bunch of useful little things for us, in case we need to check something.
Now... Both your logic and your instinct, before I move on to instinct, will start at 1, and you have 1 extra point to distribute between either of them.
Well, that's a damage chart, not a resist. Oh, I didn't... Oh, this didn't have a resistance... The books didn't have a resistance chart. Oh, well, whatever. You can also Bulbapedia it. No, you can have as many players as... I don't know how many players you can have. It's probably as many as you want, really. But 4 is a good number. 4 plus DM.
Yep.
So actually, you know what? That's more useful for move. That's more useful for attacks than it is for statting. Let's see. So, what do we put for points on logic and instinct?
1 in each, and then you have an extra point to put in either one.
Okay. And let's see. What page are logic and instinct again? Oh wait, no, I can find that out.
That's in the PMD thing. They start on page 3, which also has the character creation box.
I want to say, guys, the core books, they have indexes near the beginning. I actually made sure that the index page numbers matched up to the state numbers. So if you see an index page of, like, 5, then what you're going to find is on state page 5. So just I made sure that actually correlated. Also, actually, you know what? Let's see. I'm actually F3 has Firewall still. Wait, what? Water types are resistant to still? I didn't know that actually.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. Something. Wait, hold on. Wait, are they resistant to ice too? I didn't know this. This is odd. That's what it says on the website I found. I mean, I would cross-check, but you know what? Actually, I could use my phone. That won't cause lag. Just a sec.
Hang on. 44 in the core rulebook is... Yeah, resistances is on page...
You see, the annoying thing is... Sometimes this stuff changes between generations. So... Yeah. It actually threw me off really hard with fire types, actually, on that note.
Page 45 in the core rulebook has the game-accurate resistances and weaknesses, as well as immunities.
Oh, does it? Wait, let me go to that page. Oh, here it is. Yes, okay, this is better. Wait, is this the same thing I already printed, or? No, this is right. Okay, here you go. I guess I should have printed this as well. I guess I'll keep that in mind for when I update the table.
Also, interesting fact, in this game, fighting is not immune to ghost-type moves.
Good point, D. Good point. Wait, what's not immune to what?
Fighting.
Fighting is not immune. We should probably, yeah, this let's see here.
But normal is.
Did I do? Yeah, I am immune to psychic though. I forgot about this.
Yep, dark type.
That could be useful.
Is normal still immune?
I feel like psychic types could be very. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, normal is still immune to ghost.
Let's see. Yeah, normal. Normal has a weakness to fight and immunity to ghost. No resistances because they're normal
Also,
types.
for some reason, ghosts are weak to themselves.
And just to double check, I mean, I guess cross-reference this. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's
I
it.
think they.
Because I have thick fat.
Wait, why'd you put fire? Oh, thick fat. Right, I forgot about that.
I think they screwed up Ghost's weakness. Ghost should not be weak to Ghost. Ghost should be weak to Psychic.
Ghost is also weak to Ghost.
Ghost is indeed weak to Ghost. That has been a thing for a while.
Oh, that's right. Ghost is supposed to be good against Psychic.
Kyrio, I'll just double check your thing for you. Let's see. I think you got it right.
I'm sorry. I'm a derp. I got it mixed up.
Yeah, ice, steel, and water. You did it correctly. That is so bizarre. I totally thought ice did super effective damage against water types.
No.
Is it the other way around? No, they don't. No, the other way around doesn't apply either. Huh.
Ice is super effective against dragon. I know that.
I thought ice was good against water because water freezes, and it's like, oh no. You know?
Ice? What's weak against ice? Fire is weak. No, not fire. Flying is weak to ice.
Dragons are weak to ice? Let's see.
Grass, ground, dragon, and flying are weak to ice.
Yeah. Flying makes sense. Grass makes sense. I knew that one. Dragon, I was right about dragon. I really thought water was too, but I guess I was wrong. Well, that's fair. They're already weak to two very common types, so it'd be kind of unreasonable at that point. Actually, water doesn't have that many weaknesses, even said. All said. That's actually pretty reliable
weak
type.
To physic, poison is weak to physic.
Longer
is part poison type.
I apologize for doubting you, Kyrio. Oh, by the way, there's a small problem with Chatsy. It does time out after a while.
Yeah, it just asks if you're there. It's fine.
I think I can change that.
Anyway, so instinct is your newly acquired Pokemon side of thinking and your new abilities. Instinct is what Pokemon use in their daily life. It's how they sort of basically get by, particularly the ones that are not in settlements, like in PMD.
Was it 3 points you said? We can put
2.
between... Oh, 2? Logic Instinct, I mean?
Oh, well, there's one in Logic, one in Instinct, and then you have one you can put in either.
Right, and I think I was going to put an Instinct. That's right, I got a little... One in each one extra. Okay, I just need to look it up again. I got distracted. Let's see, that's obviously in the book. Let's see what page is that on. That's page 3, I guess, I think.
So,
there we go.
A high instinct score lets you be a better Pokemon specimen. The alpha of the group, it makes you wilder, and you do get moved for free by having higher instinct, which is a benefit to it.
Wait, what? You get to move for free?
Yes.
What? Oh, right, moves that cost 10 or less XP. You can use moves that cost 10 or less XP. Oh, neat.
Yes.
I mean, by the way, for anybody wanting to check the book in the upper right, page 3 and 4 give you just a general, like, the little blinks with the dots tell you exactly what each of the dots basically does for you.
I should have been flipping that over there. That would have been more useful.
So, like, for instance, here's logic. The instincts on the next page. But, yeah, I just noticed, like, logic here just kind of gives you a general idea of, like, here's kind of what you're working with for intelligence. And then if you go to instinct, it actually straight up tells you up here that you get benefits and what they are. So that's kind of useful. For instance, beta, moves that cost 10 or less XP, you can just use. Moves that cost 20 or less XP, you can use. Moves that cost 45 or less XP, you can use. Any move you can learn is a move you can use. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I see.
Now, important notes about logic while you're looking at that. Logic score is added to all your rolls that use smart.
Okay. Smart.
And while it does say if your character doesn't have any logic, you lose the character as your mind has been assimilated and you fully become a Pokemon, that is not how it will work in the game.
Yeah,
you will
that's right. We discussed
experience a loss of memory and sort of a loss of self to a certain degree, but there will be ways to bring yourself back from that brink and come back and have one logic.
Yes, that's right. We discussed this. This Pokerole PMD has some real harsh things about it. We didn't so much tone down the harshness, but we did readjusted. Because I feel like, sorry, you have to re-roll a new character. It's generally not fun. I mean, maybe that's fun for some people, but...
Well, if you're not liking your character, then yeah, that's more acceptable, but it's still a bit of a strain.
And we are starting with no primal, correct?
Yes, there is no primal. Primal is something we will discuss after we finish it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, So
important note about instinct is every point you buy or gain in logic reduces your instinct score by 1. If your instinct score reaches 0, you basically become a prey waiting to be eaten.
Yes.
Is what it says. So, I'm not a fan of that either. Losing all your logic, making you reroll the character, and losing all instinct, making you a catatonic vegetable, essentially, are not fun. So, losing all your instinct essentially would restrict you to just using your 0 experience moves until you got reacquainted with your body again. Because the way I see it, if you end up losing all of either logic or instinct, you'll get a free unpenalized point back into logic or instinct once you fulfill the criteria to just get back into either being mentally human or physically Pokemon again, respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Kyrio makes a good point. Everybody except good old Ralph over here is rejecting their humanity for the most part.
Well, having a higher instinct at the start isn't bad. It does mean that, you know, you can get logic without fear of becoming catatonic vegetable.
That and selecting 2 instincts also means we can pick a few more moves starting out here, probably, too.
Yes.
In most cases.
At 2 instinct, you can use any moves that cost 10 or less experience.
Which actually means I can use 3 things starting out, so I'll just go ahead and grab those cards right now.
Yes. If you know what your moves are and what you're capable of having, then go ahead and pick them out of your move lists if you move out of the move list.
They're all right here in the decks. So there's 3 Pokedex books explained. The first one has gens 1, 2. Second one has gens 3 through I don't remember, and then the last one I think is Sun and Moon. I don't think anybody has Sun and Moon Pokemon, so here's I'll put this with you guys because at least Kyrio can use that. And I think Riolu and Munchlax are in the book I'm in. So just let me get my moves, and I'll give the book over to you guys.
Excellent. Supposedly we're on the same page even. So that's it.
Also, do you guys know how to use these books? Is anybody confused how to use them? Oh, it looks like Kyrio is. So Kyrio, if you right-click, and then you go to State, you see a bunch of things under State. That's every page. So you can just change around, look through.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? That's fine. I'll just look it up in my PDF that I have open as well. That's another way to do it, but, you know.
Eragon, you have been very quiet. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just making sure. Because I know this is oodles of information.
So I can learn Tackle, Howl, and Sand Attack. I'll make copies of each. Oh, there is one additional thing. When everybody has their moves sorted out, I want to explain something, but only once everybody has their moves sorted out. There are some additional moves that we have access to, basically, so to put it simply for now.
Now, it does say at the bottom of Instinct, if you bought moves with experience, you keep them even with a low Instinct score.
By the way...
that means moves that you're free.
Oh, you keep moves you gained. That's good to know. Is anybody else getting Tackle? Should I just drop some more Tackles? Because Tackle's a pretty common move, so...
I don't know yet.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll just drop back in for now. Or I can't because somebody's searching it. Whoops. Well, I guess it'll sit there.
But essentially what that means is the free moves you're getting from having 2 instincts will go away if you lose a point in instinct. Now, the nice thing is you can get points in instinct without losing points in logic. It's not this enormous balancing act. You can build up instinct and then get points in logic and slowly build your way up if you so choose or end up being that way.
Yeah, this is very true. Oh, okay.
But mostly it's like the free moves that you lose out on is the main thing that you don't get with low instinct.
Oh, and do be careful when you're dropping cards back and stuff. Just keep an eye on them. They sometimes might end up trying to go to a different bag. If that's the case, that's fine. We can just pull it back out. It'll be the top thing, so you can just pull it right out without having to search it. But just FYI, it can happen sometimes. I try to size everything such that it's easy to place the cards back without it going to the wrong bag. But you know, trust me, in the construction of this table, it happened all the time, so it's easy to do.
3 or 4 that had Riolu and Munchaks?
I think 4.
Oh,
For
okay.
Riolu at least.
I think so. I can quickly tell you, actually. Hold on. Munchlax is going to be page 446. 446. Same generation as Jarchomp. Same generation as Spiritomb, Chatot.
Munchlax and Riolu.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, look, right after each other.
And to answer that question from earlier, yes, Munchlax. No, Munchlax gets... Yeah, Munchlax... Wow, Munchlax get... Dude, assuming you... Wait, how many points of instinct do you have? Just 1, right?
Yeah.
And yet he still gets more moves than us. He gets 5 moves starting out at level with the 0 cost.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
I don't mind. I'm just finding it funny.
That's for no.
He doesn't need an extra instinct to have moves, clearly.
To answer Kyrio's question, you are not limited to 4 moves.
No. We can have all the moves we want. You could. I made 4. Well, the moves. The character sheet has 4 for the moveset, but that's just like that's just there to put the 4 you like best. You know, just to keep track of them. If you get extra moves, though, that's why there's a mat to the right. You can just put all the moves you want on the mat.
Yeah. In fact, what I would recommend is the free moves that you get is leaving them off to the right.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
Say, for instance, you lose instinct for whatever reason, those would have to go away.
Now, actually, it's really a case of if you guys want to pick and choose this, but let me do this the easier way. So the free moves, I'll explain those while you guys get your normal moves. I'm going to drop I'm just going to copy this Pokeball here. So this sucker here, it has all the battle maneuvers, which I'm just going to lay out for you guys. Anybody can use these. In fact, even in the normal campaign, even humans can use these. So, yeah, that's why we can use them, I guess. So we're all allowed to have a copy of these, and I can make copies for everybody easily if you guys want. Or if you only want to have a few in your inventory of them, that's fine too. Some of them are quite nice though, like Ambush, which is good for like tactics. These are good for tactics, to put it simply.
Yeah, see, Ambush in particular requires survival, since you were asking before. Avoid Trap requires survival. Detect Trap or Hazard requires survival.
Oh, shit. I deleted instead of copied.
What did you delete?
I deleted Tackle.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, we already have...
Did you, when you pulled out Tackle, did you, like, oh, is it deleted permanently in the bag as well? Do I need... let me just double check. That's okay. I'll just make a copy of mine and drop it in the bag then. Careful about that delete button though. I can undo, but undo is really janky, so I'm not gonna try it. It can undo way too much.
Yes, be very careful.
Yeah.
Backspace or escape will cause it to delete whatever you have selected.
Yeah, I put Tackle back. So, did you delete your copy of Tackle too? Do you need another one?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just give you mine. Hold on. I'm gonna copy. Maybe I should unpromote people that don't know what the buttons do. I don't know. Just to be safe. Just to reduce the deletions. I don't know. Oh, hello, Maida.
Yeah, right-click copy isn't copying it for me anymore.
Oh, it is. It probably is. It's just not giving you a prompt. Here, let's try.
Well, it will right-click copy, and then you have to right-click in an empty space and then paste.
Yeah, if you just right-click on the board, you can see a paste button appear.
Oh, okay, so that's how I can put that back in the thing.
Yeah, that's what you do. Just paste it. And yeah, if anybody is not replacing the card, that's fine. Just let me know and I'll do it for you.
Okay, now that I know what to...
Because Kyrio might need that move. Even if none of us learn that move, like, he might need to pull that out for another Pokemon we're fighting or something, so. Also, who put the Maida here? I don't even know where he came from. He's trying to bite my Poochyena. Who's biting?
Okay, so metronome, lick, and
Aw.
odor snoop.
Offie. To the abyss. You killed him. He's gonna nom the pooch. The pooch is gonna nom him. That's how that works.
So, there's one last score on your sheets that might come up.
Well, there's a whole section. There's a whole section I haven't filled out, so I don't think anybody's filled out initiative, accuracy, damage, evasion, special defense level, and experience. I assume the last two start at 1 and 0, but
defense and special defense are equal to your vitality.
Misclicked again. I misclicked the fucking.
What did you do this time?
I went to copy the stupid metronome to put it back, but I clicked too.
All right. Where's the other metronome?
I killed it. No one can use me.
All right. Rewinding time. Nobody do anything. I'm going to unpromote you now.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just I'm going to promote you now. Just let you know. Let me know when it reappears. I don't know when it will reappear. I don't know where it was last, so you watch the table where it was.
Okay, hold on.
But you're not giving enough time for things to load.
No, I am.
It's there.
It's there, you say? Oh.
Yeah, I see its little dot.
Where is it then? Like, where on the table? Oh, it's over here.
Yeah.
Wait, there's metronome, there's foresight, and endure laying on the table.
Yes, hi, that's mine.
Okay, just keeping you guys updated. All right. Yeah, just grab that. Did you copy it already, or let me do it for you? So, what are you doing? You're just doing it too fast?
I was right-clicking it.
Oh,
and
let me show you. Actually, there's a quicker way and possibly safer way to do this. If you just hover over a thing, and then you Control-C, and then you just hover somewhere else. Do.
Okay.
Yeah, so just to say. But, yeah, it's fine. There's your metronome. I'll put the other one back. I think that's a support move, right? Is that a support move, or is that an attack move? Shit.
I don't know. It's technically both.
I mean...
What? Metronome?
Metronome.
Metronome's an attack.
Is it an attack? Okay. That would make sense, because...
Oh god, how many times did you rewind?
Yeah, I had to rewind quite a bit. Sorry. Wait a minute. Something's not right here, guys. Because I know for a fact the normal attack and the normal support bag should not be the same amount. I think one of them has 2 less than the other.
Dear Lord.
All right. Let me just ask this straight up. Did you delete anything else, Tubby?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't delete anything.
All right. There might be an extra something put in one of these. That's not really a big deal if that's the case. You said it's an attack move, the metronome?
I got it out of attack.
You got it? Okay, that's where it was.
Control-C.
I can review. I don't know if we're missing something. I don't think we are. Wait. Okay. I guess there's one way I could... Oh, no. No, it can't be put in the bag while people are searching it. That's the annoying thing.
Okay. Well, it's ready to be put.
I see that. Actually, you need to leave the... Are you still in the search screen, Tubby? There you go.
Yeah.
That's why. Shoot. Oh, bugger. I can't load it up, though, while I'm also loading this table. Shit. Could I open a second? No, that wouldn't work. All right. I need one of you to spirit away. Okay, Karserus.
Yes.
You have a save of this table, right?
I should.
Can you just leave this table and go to that for a second, and then double check how many normal attack and support moves there are normally? Also, why'd the music stop? Oh, I guess Undo did it. Huh.
Hang on.
There we go. Fixed it. I guess undid the music. Huh.
What are the question mark experience costs?
Those are moves you can't learn normally. And how we're going to do things like that is moves that seem like you should be able to learn, not just ones on that list, but moves you want to try learning that seem feasible. If you can find another Pokemon that's willing to teach you those moves, you can do so. You can learn under that Pokemon in order to learn a different move.
Also, yes, Spirits, I think I
that
used that.
requires effort as opposed to experience. Also, I'm going to go to the main menu so I don't interfere with the table accidentally doing things. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, just double check that for me. I don't. Wonder when that happened. When it got something got an. I think it got an extra, so I think there's a dupe, and that's fine. But still wonder how that happened.
Attack moves and 84 normal support moves.
Which one has what? Say it again.
85 attack, 84 support.
Oh, that's not good. That means we're missing an attack move. Somebody didn't copy something again, I think. Oh, do me a favor.
What are the attack moves currently on the table?
Alright, yeah, that's a good point. Let's see. I'll just look over. You can rejoin. We'll figure this out individually. Let's see. Okay, I may have immediately figured it out. Scratch doesn't seem to be in the normal attack moves. So I do believe Kyrio didn't copy that one. It's alright, I'll copy it. I figured it out. I just hope nobody put duplicates in, because then I'd be even more confused. Alright. I'll just look at all the moves on the table. That's a good point. Just double check, you know? Leer, Rage, Water Gun. I'll look at all those too. They should be there. Sorry, guys. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. I'm not attacking anybody or anything. It's if you're not used to Tabletop Simulator, this stuff can be kind of annoying. Just let me know if you make a mistake. That's all. Rage is tilted, but it is there. That's weird. I don't mind. Doesn't need to be straight.
Oh, how ironic! Rage is tilted.
It is. I think Kyrio got every copy except for that one. That's fine. Pretty sure I did, but we rebound a bunch. Yeah, it's true. Rewinding can actually break things. Actually, there might be a scratch just sitting on the table somewhere. We don't see it because of all the rewinding. Yeah, indeed, rewinding could itself cause these issues, so.
Sorry, I'm a dirt.
That's okay. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to undo unless I absolutely have to.
Because any of the attacks I'd be getting, did I miss anything? Oh my god.
I mean, what's your thing look like?
I have Endure, or saying quick attack.
Yeah.
Oh. Is Lick an attack move?
Right.
I don't know, actually. Oh, it's a ghost with, I was in the wrong thing. I thought it was normal type for some reason. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Metronomes are really lucky.
Metronome is a very dangerous move. It's a move that basically says the storyteller gets to say what happens.
Yeah, but I get to roll a whole bunch of dice, so.
There. Ah, there's a move that requires survival. Snatch.
Oh, though if you're feeling particularly evil, you could be like, it landed on explosion, everyone roll soak.
No. Also, this isn't Warhammer 40k. And one of the ones that uses contest, for instance, is Leer, which is tough contest and intimidate. So there are moves that use social.
Okay, that's good to know. Tubby used Metro, Tubby has used Explosion, Tubby's now very dead. Is that how that works?
No, that would be self-destruct, and I wouldn't do that.
Selena does have a point. I should really fucking know my ghost moves. Not knowing the Lick as a ghost type move is very sad. I should know better.
For instance, Charum, Howl is cool, contest, and intimidate.
Right.
So you putting a point in contest was not misread.
No, it wasn't. I knew that he had at least one move that was contest, and I don't know, maybe I'll get more later. There was also just raise your hand or whatever, metaphorically, if you want, if you like these special cards, the ones anybody can use, I can make a copied set for everyone very easily. So if you want one, if you want a set or some of them, let me know. And nobody spoke up, so nobody cares. Okay, got it.
Well, there are cheat sheets available.
Yeah, I mean, I made my own copies. You can always grab them from Battle Maneuvers, the white Pokeball. So it's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and lay mine out in order of which ones I care to use. Let's see. Ambush is insert survival alert. What are those again? Go ahead and look, Kyrio, they're right here. You can just look them over. These are free moves. We all have access to them. And they're more or less tactical. The reason they're free moves is because these are actually from the core book. And they basically... There's something that even the humans can use. So normally you'd play a trainer in the normal core book. Not a Pokemon. You'd have Pokemon. But if you yourself want to do moves without your Pokemon being part of it, you can do these moves as a human too. So it makes absolute sense that we would have access to them as well, being that we're ex-humans. And also, they're not really human moves. They're just any creature can use these. It doesn't matter what they are kind of moves. Because they're just very basic things.
And for one of them even gives you a good instance of rolling will. It's resist lure, which is the ability to resist temptation of food or sweet scents or lure from traps. However, resisting by will requires more successes than resisting by logic.
That works. I see you found how to group copy.
But yeah, I figure we probably get a thing of easy. Grapple's not loading for me.
That's fine. I'll just copy over for everybody. Here,
now,
Eragon didn't speak up, so Eragon, there you go.
Oh, fabulous.
Also, here you go, Tubby.
Pat.
Under your character. What I would recommend is simply take them all and just put the ones you don't care about so much underneath the other ones. Like, just stack them.
So, there is one stat that we haven't spoken about yet that is not the stat thing off to the right that I'm going to have to actually read about.
Stat thing off to the right? Which one?
The one that has evasion and defense and crap.
Oh, yeah. Well, we do need to figure those out, I assume, before we start, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, first off is
primal.
Right.
Primal is a potentially detrimental stat. And it's one of those things that keeps logic in check. In a bad way. But it has its uses. If you faint during a battle or in the middle of a dungeon, you'll let go of the restraints of your human mind and allow the Pokemon inside to take control and help you survive. You can also choose to enter this state when you are conscious. If you are wow, I can't words today. Some DM I am. You can also choose to enter this state when you are conscious if you are in an extremely distressing situation. When you enter the primal state, you will regain all of your health, cure yourself from any status condition, restore your attributes from any reduction, and ignore any pain penalization inflicted on you. You will also get extra dice to all your action rolls equal to your instinct score. So far it sounds really nice, right? You'll still be able to control the actions of your character to help it survive the fight, but it will be acting completely feral. This effect will last for a whole scene, or until you are safe. So, it could last a while. It's kind of like raging as a barbarian. For those who understand that reference. The catch is, every time you enter this state, after you've calmed down, you'll gain a point in the primal score. And every time you enter this state, you will lose logic points equal to your current primal score. And the example it gives is, if you have 0 primal score, and you enter the primal state, you don't lose any logic. But you will gain 1 point in primal.
Oh, that didn't work.
And if you enter the primal state again, with that 1 point in primal, you will lose a point in logic. And gain another point in primal, making it 2. So if you enter the primal state again, you would completely lose all logic.
Tempted to make custom cards, if you're wondering. How do you make a deck of cards? Like, that isn't just one single card repeated over and over again. I've never messed with cards, actually. I know it's possible, but... Let's see.
You can remove...
Oh, here it is.
The primal...
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'm just talking to myself.
Now, you can remove points in the primal score, just like you can gain points in instinct or logic, by spending 50 experience per point. Now, the other thing is, if you faint while in your primal state, you will lose 1 will point from your score permanently, which would mean, since you guys have a base number of 3, you would permanently be lowered to 2 as your baseline. And you'll have to buy it again with experience. And it will also leave you at the mercy of whatever environmental circumstances there are. So you may need to be rescued, which is, if such a thing happens, your teammates will have to drag you out of the fire, metaphorically speaking.
There should be a way to do this. I'll keep working on this. Hold on. Cards, random, joker, card bets, main deck, standard, custom.
Okay. Now I need to find stats again.
It's not terribly important. I mean, here, I'll do you this, dude. Is it a case of you're having trouble stack? Yeah, I see the issue. It's hard to stack them. There is a way I can make them stackable, in a way. It's a little fancy, but I can, here. Let's see, I need to turn on snap points? Right, so, do me this favor. Lay out your cards manually, however you like them, and then I'll create snap points on those points. I'll demonstrate what I mean. For instance, if I put your disarm trap over here, and I place it here, I can then place a snap point on top of it, and basically, watch. Oh, it should work. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. So now they actually snap to that point, so you see how that works? I can easily stack them. Would that help, Kyrio? See them at a glance of having to spread them around. Well, one way to do that, thinking. You know the trick about holding Alt to see what it is, right? Technically, you could stack them in such a way where they're barely visible. You could just Alt and then scroll down them. Like, for instance, I can Alt and see this whole stack right here by just scrolling down. So that might work if they were stacked such that... Okay. Then yeah, you could just stack them in such a way, or I can help you with stacking if you like, too. Probably organize them alphabetical, and then it'd be pretty easy to do that. I noticed, for instance, that you're having a bit of trouble with that too, Tubby. Would you like it that way as well?
That's pretty cool, actually. And then you can use the scroll wheel to zoom.
Yeah. So, like, for instance, just if you don't mind me just taking over your playfield for a second. I already did so I hope it's okay. Doggo takes what he wants, I guess. So
here we go.
So it's let's just say put strike on bottom, and then start. Actually, well, yeah. What would I lay? Yeah, I would lay it that way. So I'm just going alphabetical here. Strike to R to
Grapple
Q R S. No wait, it's S. I apparently can't go. Apparently don't know what the alphabet is. What's that?
Grapple's still a white square.
Is it a white square when I do this?
It may just be taking forever to load for you, Tubby.
Is that a square? Are they both squares, or are they two squares now?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a loading glitch. The only way to fix that is to leave the table and come back.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But I can tell you
It
what.
should be visible for you later, and we can just tell you if you need to grapple if it keeps persisting.
Yeah, we can tell you about it too.
You're not gonna need it this session. I mean, unless you want to try grappling someone.
But yeah, I apologize. I apologize. I don't know how to make decks, or I would do so for these. And yes, this will eventually fall over, but that's fine.
So I found what initiative is. At the very least.
That doesn't... I don't know, it's not the cleanest looking thing, but it's easy enough to scroll over. How's that work?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. I almost feel like...
So,
you know what, guys? Guys, I just realized. What I should do is I should, here, let me show you. I should make one of these. Except for, I make it with all the moves that we're using. Basically, like, it's just something, a long thing like this. But it just is listed on the moves, since they're universal moves. Would that be better, just having that on the table? For everybody to look at and use as they wish?
I thought we had one.
No, we don't, actually. But I can make one. Just give me a bit.
Oh, we don't. Okay. No, we have effects.
Yeah, just, let me...
To be two-sided.
Tell you what. I know the fastest way to do it. It's going to be quick and dirty, but it'll work perfect. So, I just need to line up my cards, take a screenshot of my screen, and then I can save as an image and make that. So, give me a second. You can continue on talking. It's fine.
So, initiative is equal to your dexterity plus your survival plus alert. And since none of you will have alert as a specialty, it will be dexterity plus survival. Will be what you roll for initiative.
Dex plus survival?
Yep.
I might get alert later. I did notice a few things that could use that for me. So it's Dex plus survival. So, in other words, our initiative score would be Dex plus survival, whatever number of dots that is?
Yes.
So 3 for me, for instance? Okay.
That would be correct.
I'm just going to put a little note here. Dex... Actually, you know what? No, you know what? Using the note section is good for this sort of thing. I'll just write that down.
Accuracy is equal to Dex plus fight plus, dependent on it being whatever move it is, brawl or channel.
Could you repeat that?
Accuracy is dexterity plus fight plus brawl or channel, depending on the type of move it is. And moves themselves may have different accuracy or damage specifics, so we'll always take what's on the move card over that, but that's the baseline.
And Dex survival alert for initiative, right?
Yes. Damage is either strength or special plus the move's power, which will also be shown on the move card.
Repeat that.
Accuracy or damage?
Damage.
Damage is equal to either strength or special plus the move's power, which will be shown on the move card. It'll even tell you which one you need to use.
If anybody doesn't catch
I'm
any of
not
this,
sure
I'm
what
writing it down in my
damage-
notes, so...
Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's on the character sheet, unless that's specifically for like human characters have a specific damage, which would be weird.
It's probably just to keep track of this, like just, you know, if your Dex, survival, and alert aren't changing for a while, you could just write down the number and remember. For instance, for initiative. I can't spell initiative,
Yeah.
apparently.
Evasion is equal to Dex plus fight plus evasion.
Dex plus fight plus evasion. Wait, evasion is plus evasion. Evasion, it rolls off of evasion. Okay. Oh, evasion's also a stat. I see. I get it. There's two evasions
evasion
on
is a
here.
specialty.
That confused me for a second. Yeah, I didn't notice that for a bit. Yeah, okay,
Yes,
so...
I know.
So, some simple math here and I can figure out what my numbers are.
And then
And those...
defense and special
Are those...
defense-
those are always dice, right? Like...
Yeah, that's your dice pool.
Dice pool.
Or
Dice... Everything is
whatever
dice
that
pool.
is. Yes.
Alright. And what's... Yeah, so defense and special defense, are they separate or are they two different things?
They're the same thing. They're
Okay.
equal to your vitality score.
Oh. What's my vitality score? Oh, my vitality score. So, one... Okay. That's really simple,
was-
actually.
What was evasion again, sorry?
It was Dex plus fight plus evasion.
Yes.
Like I said, I wrote it in my notes section, so if you ever need a cross-reference, you can check that. My notes are in my character sheet. So let's see. Initiative, Dex survival alert, that would be 3 for me. Accuracy would be Dex fight brawl channel. Dex plus fight, that's 3. By the way, brawl slash channel depending on what the move calls for. So.
Yeah. The move card will say.
Yeah.
And you're all level 1 if you feel like putting that in, and you will gain experience via good roleplay, combat, completing scenarios, and just at the end of every session, regardless of what has happened, so long as you have participated in some way, shape, or form, you will always gain at least 2 experience.
Okay. Strength plus special. This is very important I write it down just right, or I'm going to have trouble doing every combat. Strength plus special is 3. Alright. 3 plus move power.
It's strength or special.
Strength or special.
Yes.
Not strength plus special.
No.
Yeah, then that actually makes more sense.
Yeah.
Strength or special.
Strength for physical stuff, special for energy stuff, basically.
All right.
And
Makes
defense
sense.
basically is how many dice you take off of the damage dice if something manages to hit you. So, say for some reason a ghastly manages to hit you with lick, and it has 3 dice in its damage pool, and you have a defense of 1, like Charm, and I know Charm is resistant to Ghost. Because his defense is 1, he takes 1 off of the damage pool, which means the Ghastly is now only dealing 2 damage dice. And because Charm is resistant to Ghost moves, whatever the result is of the damage dice, if it deals any damage at all, it will reduce that damage by 1. So Charm would also probably not take damage then.
Oh. Also, Quick Feet can do things too. Also, Quick Feet is nice because I can't get paralyzed, and that's actually really nice. I did not realize Quick Feet did that, actually.
Ooh, like Limber, but better.
Yum, yum, yum.
Alright, let's see here. Am I missing... Why are my cards all over the place?
That means that's 1 less status condition you're capable of being affected by.
I'm missing a... Oh. I think somebody stole one of my, basic cards. That's fine. Let's see, which one did I lose?
None of them that I see.
Ambush, cover an ally, disarm trap. Oh, avoid trap might be missing. No, wait, I have avoid trap. No, hold on. Avoid trap, cover an ally, disarm trap, grapple, knockdown. Detect trap or hazard? Oh wait, maybe Tubby's missing one.
Yeah, you have all of them. There's 10.
Okay. Tubby has 9 and... Wait. Tubby has 9 and Kyrio has 12, so I'm a little confused. No, wait. Does he have 12 or am I just stupid? I might be just stupid. Hold on. Oh, no, he has 11. Wait. That's right? No, I have 10. What? That's fine.
Kyrio has 2 detect trap or hazard.
Oh, okay.
So the second one must belong to Tubby.
Tubby stole your detect trap.
Well, you did, technically. 'cause
technically.
you stacked them.
He wanted more traps, I guess. Yeah, the Pokeball at the top can tell. Well, actually... Well, bugger. Why does the Battle Maneuver Ball have 10, then?
There is a total of 10.
Oh. Count.
You
what
have a row of 6 and a row of 4.
I'm fucking stupid as shit. Holy shit. You're right.
That's the Poochiana.
I really thought I had 6 and... I really thought I had 6 and 5. I was fucking dead set that I had 6 and 5. Holy shit, why am I that dumb? Oh, by the way, if anybody wants their cards to not move around, you can always lock them too. So, I think if you lock them... Yeah, they will not be affected by gravity either. So if they're like falling around and stuff and you lock them, they will stop falling. So, yes. Hello, Chris. So I apologize to anyone in the game. Am I bothering anyone? I hope not. I have had a hard day, so I do apologize if I sound grumpy at all. Eragon's been so quiet, I'm not really sure.
I think Eragon is tired.
Are you just tired, Eragon?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
Well, I won't keep either of you overly long.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to do this still.
Well, yeah, but we're mostly finished. The only thing that remains is for you all to either on your own time or while we're doing sessions, sort of figure out and flesh out your characters.
Yeah. I find that I usually just do that as I go, which I guess is the normal way to do it. I'm making a copy of this because I'm just wanting to think. What moves here would I most want to use? I do apologize I made the cards a little awkward. It's normally fine for moves, but for these suckers there's so many of them.
You're fine. You're doing your best, and even I'm not sure how to make a deck of cards proper.
Yeah, it's really weird actually.
Oh, and there are reasons we may wish to use the coins. We'll just use those for coin flippings. You can use them for whichever ones for whatever, so long as we need them for coin flippings.
Oh, yeah. The coins are just... Oh, thank you, Chris. Chris just earned himself a...
It technically doesn't matter which dice you use either, so long as you have the appropriate number of dice for whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just multiple types of dice and coins because I thought it'd be fun, that's all. You can use anything you want. Watch as everybody grab the char dice. Eragon, did you not want any of the neutral moves?
Neutral moves? You mean like the stabilizers now? I have them already.
Oh, you do? Where'd you put them?
Yeah, he has them off to the side.
Oh, it's way more organized. For that.
They are lined up super nice and neat. At the real though.
Actually, I might as well just use the space to the left. I'm starting to decide which ones I want to like have to my attention so I don't forget about them because they're good and I want them. Let's see. I mean, I probably wouldn't use cover an ally because vitality is not my best stat.
Cover an ally is probably something that Tubby will be doing.
Yeah. I'm not sure grappling is really doable with quadruped paws. No, it is, theoretically, but...
Well,
it's based on
can.
strength, fight, and brawl. Okay. Ambush is definitely something I would use.
Well, the other thing to remember is that a grapple is automatically broken on the foe's turn if they have more strength or dexterity than the person using it.
True. Too bad my extra pounds don't make it easier. I actually could see myself using Stabilize if I get some knowledge. Whatever stat knowledge is.
Oh, knowledge? Replace knowledge with smart.
Ah, it's just, okay.
Or, yeah, because all rolls with smart also add logic to it.
I'm more or less...
Supplement.
And Strike would actually... Strike seems pretty useless considering it's weaker than Tackle, but there might be situations where trying to not hurt something too much might be useful.
Now, it does say plus medicine, but you guys don't have a medicine proficiency.
Is there a equivalent skill, I wonder?
Probably not.
Also, you can't blame me for the cards having the wrong things. That's the book's fault. I figured they would have mentioned that, actually, how to update that. Medicine. Yeah, I can't see any specialty stat that would imply, like, some sort of nurturing skill or something.
And I don't know if the human character sheet actually has a medicine specialty.
I guess I can check that. I'll take a look at it.
But in lieu of that, say you actually have medicine, I'm sure we can figure out, like, what medicines will give you a benefit. Also, accuracy -3.
Oh, here it is. I'm looking at the index, actually. Medicine specialty. Proficiency to treat wounds, and knowledge of curative substance. Page 27 of the core book. I'll take a look at that. Also, you guys done with the Pokedex stuff?
Probably. I don't think I need anything else.
We can always refer to them later, too. I'm just going to put it away for now. By the way, if you're wondering why the Dex books weren't put as part of the core book, I actually ran out of pages for the core book. This doesn't let you have more than 100 states, so I had to separate things out like I did. In a way, it makes it easier to search them, though, so it's not a big deal. I saw what you said there, Kyrio. Big pooch. I don't know when you said big pooch, but I acknowledge the statement now. Big pooch is a good pooch.
Pudgiana.
Yes. Get somebody to get that model file and just give it a bigger belly for me. Why is he like not moving now? Come on, buddy. There you go. He like froze up on me.
I actually slapped an extra 30 pounds onto my guy to account for my ability.
Well, yeah, it makes perfect sense, really.
Oh, you got rid of wide and fat.
Yeah.
Oh, accurate stats. I see. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's only 30 pounds above his Pokedex stated weight. He pretty big.
Knockdown is apparently pretty useful. Oh yeah, to stunlock an opponent at early levels. I see. That's what he said anyways. Yeah, I'll put that in my list of the 3 or so that I'm gonna prioritize.
Hey, wanna let me ride? Come on, giddy up.
You entered me. You're part of me now.
Giddy up.
Insight. That's another thing. Detect trap or hazard requires insight. I don't think that's a skill either.
It's an attribute.
An attribute, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the one connected to smart.
Oh, right. Right. Okay, never mind.
That'd probably happen if I were to try and ride you.
What would? Oh no.
Flat.
Yeah, the main reason I point out the generic stats is because I feel like some of them might situationally be very, very good to know about, such as resist lures. If you want to actually avoid traps, it's kind of useful. Or detect trap or hazard, which finds them.
Trap you with food.
Do we have to, like, legitimately actively detect the trap? You know, it would work, though. Food traps would probably work.
I would ask you guys to detect a trap. It's not like D&D where if somebody sees a hallway that's completely empty and they decide to not check for traps, even though they probably should and they're in the middle of a dungeon, I'm gonna let them do that. But no, like, when we're in a dungeon, like every 2 tiles, there's an event of some kind, and I will be rolling to see what happens. And there's dungeon events, which I may use some dungeon events, but otherwise it's mostly going to be encounters when in a dungeon. But there will be things like traps in dungeons, as well as the potential for treasure, as well as your objective.
Your treasure!
The other thing is, I'll probably set up an objective for you guys in the starting dungeon, just so I don't have you guys rolling every 2 tiles, trying to find your way out of the plains into civilization.
Hey, Eragon, are you in pain?
No.
Okay, sound
I'm
like you.
breathing heavily into the microphone again.
Well, no, it sounded like
That's
it sounded like a telltale grunt, like when you have like arm pain going on. Honestly, wasn't
My
sure.
odds are fine,
That's
bizarrely.
That's good. There. I'll just lock down this leaning tower so it doesn't fall. There we go. Honestly,
I would
lock.
hope that if something was wrong, whoever had thing that was wrong would tell us.
Yeah. Also, if you don't plan on moving a card or whatever, I do suggest right-clicking and locking it so it doesn't, so it can't go anywhere, just in case something slides into it like a die. Though I imagine I may have removed the ability for Tubby to do that. Do you want me to lock your cards?
I'm good.
Oh.
And sorry, I'm not
Poor
very
Tucker.
careful.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. There's always got to be somebody that's a little more clumsy than the other people. It's fine.
It's okay, Kyrio.
Kyrio? What do you say? I missed it again. Tucker has died so many times this session. I hope it's not a trend for the future. Guys, you guys are setting me up here. I said it because I scale up real big, but no one noticed. Aw. I mean, I'm okay at being big. You can scale
I
things.
noticed you scaling it up real big.
You can, how much can you scale this, actually? You can just... No, that's not how you do it. I think there's a shortcut to scaling, but I don't know how to do it.
Plus.
Ah, that's it. Fairly big. I know what I'll do. I'll steal a copy of Totodile and then do this. Why is it floating? This is confusing. Oh, it's locked, that's why.
Giddy up, Revolt. Great.
What the hell? Now moving them together. Ah! Ah! So big. Oh, that doesn't... I see you're primed.
Won't talk to me or my son ever again. That mean.
Thud, 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 thud.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Thud.
Okay, Totodile is literally stuck in my ass now. I can't. I don't know why. I'm okay with this, but...
There we go.
It was just wouldn't get away. I was okay with this, but... Is it just when I, like, click them together, they actually... No, now it's not doing it. I don't know. How odd. It was like some model glitching or something. Now Totodile... No, I guess that's normal. Alright.
Actually, that's a
Ah,
decent
missed.
size.
I dodged.
idea.
Oh, that's how I
So-
did it. I see how I did it.
As a sort of parting question, what are you all hoping for in this campaign? In this game?
Adventure.
Well, aside from adventure, adventure is the standard answer.
Also, I just learned something. Apparently, if you are holding an object and you put it on top of another object, and while still holding it with left click, you press the right click, you'll just kind of stick them together. As I learned. And what do I hope out of this game? I don't know. I guess adventure and exploring and other generic terms. I mean, I got all this music for a reason, so.
I'm always excited to just sort of try new things, and this will be the second tabletop RPG game that I've played, so I'm excited about that.
I have to agree with Kyrio too. Actually, yeah. He just likes to have fun exploring a TFE RPG. He likes dealing with the post-TF mentality. If for those unaware, Kyrio is an amazing transformation artist. So amongst other things, he does other things, but TF is
delete
big.
the copies.
What's that?
I can't delete the copies.
Oh, don't worry, I'll do it. Wait, I can't. Okay, there we go. I was also having trouble deleting the copies. Oh yeah, and I sized the models to what I thought was good, but I just realized, actually, Eragon, did you make your Riola bigger, or is that always the
No,
size?
that was my fault.
Oh.
I did it when no one was looking.
Wonder how big I get to be like.
Oh. At some point, damn it, Eragon, you're a stick in the mud. At some point, you noticed what I added to weaknesses, but you didn't say a word.
I removed it.
No, you noticed it. That's what I mean.
Did you add Lugia to his weaknesses?
No, I added hungry doggos to his weaknesses. I should have added Lugia, though. That was a good point.
Huge. I get to be huge.
Oh my
someday.
god.
I think a more accurate one for this character would be Giratina, but you know.
Okay. So every Pokemon you make has some sort of like giant legendary crush. I see. That's good to know.
Not too big, please. We do have a board with limited space.
Yeah, I wish I had known from the beginning that I could have actually made this table bigger, but technically we can still do so using that weird method where we just get fucking giant planks and put them on the sides.
Oh, Kyrio.
Oh, Kyrio? What happened? Sometimes the worst crush. Yeah, well, you know, that's part of it. That's part of Eragon's interest as well, not painlessly, of course, but the amount of times that Eragon has ended up under a Lugia but cannot be enumerated. So
Yes, it can. It's not that common.
Don't worry, I'll increase it more.
I apologize in advance to everybody, both playing and not. We are going to fumble through this shit for a while before we figure it out entirely. It doesn't matter how much reading we do, it is going to be slow and clumsy for a great deal. But this is okay.
Also, Kyrio did make mention that he does do a webcomic. He's been doing it for quite a while. It's called Charcoal. I wonder if I can...
I'm a fan.
And actually, you even have a TV Tropes page. I didn't notice that. That's pretty... When you get on TV Tropes, you know you've done something right.
Cherum, you should get a Lugia form.
I have one. I have a Lugia form. Actually. Hyper asked if Hyper said I should have a Lugia form. Alright, hold on, wait. Everybody hold on, I'll share it. I'll share it on the table, in fact. Because I can do that.
Oh. Oh, right, you can just drop an image in.
Yes, I can. As long as I have a link, which I'm making now. Let's see, where is it? Well, I have multiple, so. But yes, Kyrio. A fan set that up years ago. Barely gets updated. Oh, that's too bad. A fan gave me a fur wiki page, but it hasn't been updated in a long time either, actually. It's very outdated. But anyways, I'm just going to link to anybody who cares in the chat. I just linked up Charcoal. Do give it a read. It's really good. But if you like TF stuff, I mean, well, it's more tame than some of the stuff Kyrio does on FASA, but it is a very, very good comic, and it has a lot to do with TF and TF mentality. So, also Charmanders, which is always good. Yeah, the art gets really good after a while. He started this. When did you start this, Kyrio? How many years ago was page 1? At this point, 11 years. Holy shit. I was actually sharing something in my Discord channel earlier that was something I did 11 years ago, actually, art-wise. Well, render-wise, actually, 3D stuff. But here you go. Okay, I got an image. I will share it. You all will love it, because it is by an artist who does great Lugias. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to make an object. I've had a batch of gaps and updated, so it's actually not... Oh, don't sell yourself short. That's still a very lengthy webcomic. And I don't mean that in a bad way. There's a lot, you've gone through a lot of arcs through that. Also, I very much admire anybody who can keep a webcomic going. I don't really think I could be that consistent. Even with gaps. Just seems like too much work. Too much work to consistently wanting to do. I mean, look at how hard it has been for me to complete your story collab. That's been a consistent, ongoing project, and I'm really bad at those, I think. I hate that I am. It's just, I don't know. I guess I just like to switch to something new after a while. That doesn't mean I'm not enjoying the story that I'm writing for you, though. It just means I do need to switch off and on to actually, like, keep a rhythm going.
You're like me. You like bouncing to new things.
Yeah, it's ironically, to keep a rhythm going, I need to break rhythm first. But here you go. I will share this now. Plop. There. I may start crushing on you in the most two-dimensional way possible. But yes, this is, oh shit. Avidius, I think is how you pronounce his name. I've gotten slightly forgotten.
ADOS attention defecate oh shiny.
Also, yes, that is my old Charmeleon form with him. It's not an old picture of mine. I just figured I'd use my Charmeleon form. Yeah, I believe his name is Etivius. Ask Eragon. I'm sure he remembers.
What?
What was my Lugia's name? How was it spelled? I believe it was
Avaricious?
I have no idea. I wouldn't remember my own name if it wasn't written down so many times.
That's fair. Also, yes. Paw play. This artist is really good at paw stuff. So I was like, I want to nom his foot. How's that sound? He's like, yeah, sure.
I feel the distinct feeling the name is Avaricious or something of the sort.
By the way, he is royal, but he's royal in the sense that he likes to go to Burger King. And also, he's kind of your lazy dragon archetype, where it's like, he'll invade a kingdom and, like, want to take it over, but he won't actually, like, put up any work. He'll just try to be like, I'm big, let me take over your kingdom, and also I want all your food. And then he just lazes. That's what he does. Avidius. Yeah, actually, I think it might have been Avidius.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't avaricious proper. It was like the Latin word for sloth or greed.
Yeah, actually, I think that was where. I think you're right. Actually, I think that's where I got it from. It was not a random name.
No, it wasn't.
Right.
Because I feel like I helped you pick it out.
Actually, I named it after a Roman emperor originally, which was Avidus. But then I think I did add then I added another I, Avidius,
which is actually a gas giant.
Mm-hmm. It's not exactly my Tinch, but yeah, I guess so. And yes, that was the way it was. Yeah, again, because he's got an emperor thing going. Fat, lazy sod that is like, I'm a legendary, thus humans worship me and give me food. Just taking advantage of that status and that size. Well, not actually being violent or actually even probably dangerous. He's too lazy for that. But, I guess we're set, huh? Oh, I guess I did need to ask Car. Are we starting with a bag whatsoever?
No.
Okay.
You will not be starting with a bag. You will be getting a bag as soon as you join the Pioneering Club.
All right,
which
I'm gonna.
Hopefully, can be done in the first session.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little thing just to make that easier on all of us.
Well, you're not going to be getting any items. Or if you get items, it won't be so many that you can't just have them in your held item slot.
That's fair. That's fair, yeah. Kind of carrying an arm slot. I like. So I'm looking at everybody's bios now. He appears to be a Totodile named Brooke. So just kept it to what a facial description could give you, basically. Was a mechanic electrician in humanhood. I see. And these are basically our remembered details starting off at more or less. Really weird. I mean, if this Riley's anything like the Riley from your game, yeah, probably. You're going to, like, throw things around that shouldn't be thrown around, probably.
The joke has been that he can't even eat or drink because he keeps smashing things against his face by mistake.
Yeah, I think it was like he was trying to heal somebody with an Oranberry, so he like fucking smashed the Oranberry over them instead of like feeding it to them. He doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering.
It's like a healing potion.
I'm really wondering how you don't understand the concept of consumption. That's a really odd one.
I used the potion by putting it in my mouth and biting down. That's happened too. Don't you worry.
eat the whole vial?
No, didn't eat the whole vial. He bit down it and exploded, and went and splashed onto the proper section. Did apply healing, yes.
Well, I mean, you have something that prevents you from flinching, so I'm just imagining you being super straight-faced and starting to just crunch on the glass of a potion.
Pretty much. That's exactly how it went.
Well, that was a pretty good session, Zero, I think.
Yes, I think so too.
And,
now,
yes.
question.
Mm-hmm.
I can start us one of two ways. One, you all are split up relatively close tile-wise in the beginning, or you all start in the same place.
Do anybody have any preferences?
No.
Also, I'm going to just quickly make the Chatsy a little more functional. There we go. Oh, what'd Kyrio say? Let's see. I don't mind either way. Alright, what about Tubby? What's Tubby's opinion?
Usually it ends up in us being kind of together anyway, but some fun little bits of RP can come out of, like, me. So, yeah, I'll throw in my vote for starting separated, but it's cool either way.
Okay. And I'm kind of indifferent too, so I guess it's really up to Car. Car, whatever, design however you feel better. Also, I just did a double check, and unfortunately, visitor timeouts for Chatsy is a premium feature.
Really?
The 7 traits of a serial killer 1 is your name, Eragon.
Though I will
2,
say this.
See number 1.
If I
3,
recall.
See number 1.
Can somebody
4,
do me a favor?
You get the idea.
Somebody sign into the chat and here on the tablet and just type, like, bark or something, right? And then I'll enter the room afterwards. I'm pretty sure that if you're timed out, you can still see the message when you come back. But I'm going to check that. I just need somebody to type something. And once you have, just let me know.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, so timeout isn't a big deal. It doesn't make you miss messages. You just have to click back in. So that's not a big deal. We can let it time out. It's not a big deal.
Okay, so the Chatsy just has a log.
Yeah, it keeps the log whether you're there or not, so it's all good. Because I got saw, bark, something, bork. Also, you can go into my preferences to change a few things. For instance, I believe you can, actually, you can turn on alerts, I think. Hold on. Alert by sound HTML5 doesn't work. I wonder if HTML4 works. Could. I'll test that out, see if it works. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it was off by default, I think. Alright, somebody type something again. I wonder if I can use some kind of text-to-speech if I want to say something in character. Oh, there it works. Okay. It actually worked. All you have to do is... You have to go to My Preferences and Sound Alerts, and then you just have to click it. That's the very top one, and then select HTML5. It's probably already selected. And then you'll have it on. I'll test it too.
You can also set it to only alert when the words are highlighted, and set it to highlight only new posts.
Yeah. I think it will save that, even if you time out, so... yeah. You just have to tell it to turn on. Yeah, for instance, Kyrio joining just there. It even tells you when people join, so... Or, no, it makes a noise. That's good. I also think there might be a way to, yeah, change room skin. Here it is. I've tried to set up a dark skin, but I don't remember it. Oh yeah, City by Night. I think that's the one. That kind of works. It's actually kind of hard to see, though. Matrix Lady. No, that's not it. Chatsy Classic. No. Default skin. Custom skin. My temporary skin. I have all sorts of skins. But yeah, you could make it dark if you want by just saying the skin tag. You can look it up online or whatever. I'll keep it classic for now. I'm just one of those people that always likes a dark background for chat stuff. I don't know if that makes me weird or not. Also, Hyper said something to Eragon, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
You acknowledge it. Gotcha. Ah, here we go. A black, gray, and white skin. Alright, got it. Oop, I got kicked out again. It's okay. Oops. The text-to-speech, though, that's an interesting point. I'll have to look into that, Kyrio, do a little research. I'm not actually sure about that. But yeah, streamgoers, so basically every other Wednesday we'll be doing this. Don't expect super fast-paced stuff with this sort of thing. I mean, it's D&D. We're gonna fumble around like Karserus said, so that's all fine. Oh god, much lax.
I'm probably gonna head off and get ready for bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
That's fair. Well, dear, I hope you have a good night.
I'll try. Good night.
Good night. Also, I'm just gonna throw this at you guys. This is a in the chatsy. That tag I just listed, that you can use that under room actions if you want to have a dark theme. That'll create a dark theme. So, you go to room actions, change room skin, and you just paste that.
I can't even click on room actions for some reason.
Really? Does not work?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, did I change the skin for you then by doing that?
No.
Okay, I thought it was individual. Huh.
Well, after Chatsy got reset, it got wonky for me, so it won't even respond to backspace.
Huh. Have you clicked out of the tablet and back in? Have you tried turning on and off the computer? Worked for you. Yeah, I guess it's just wonky for you.
Yeah, it's just wonky for reasons.
Now the question is, if I pop out of the room real fast... No, I don't want to pop out of the room. Actually, do not hit leave room, because I think that kicks you out of it. But I need to time myself out or something and see if the skin stays. I don't know if it will or not, but I think it does.
I don't know what music it's playing for me now. It's certainly not Pokemon music, but it's getting...
Oh, the tablet changed for you too? It's still playing the same song for me. Are we done with this session? I mean, we are. I'm just kind of tweaking things before I save the table.
It's a song about the Mafia now. Half the words are in, like, another language.
Huh. I don't know how you got to that. You can probably hit the back button on SoundCloud to return to that.
I mean, the play button still shows Pokemon beginnings. Oh, you killed it. Oh.
Actually, I didn't kill it. What killed it? Oh, I did kill it. Oh, somebody searched for something ridiculous. Okay. That might have been my fault.
Oh, you know what happened? I bet the same glitch that happened to Kyrio happened to me, and I ended up, for some reason, attached to the other tablet.
It was like, yeah, Mafia, 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 oh, and then some Latin, Mafia, 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 yeah. It was like...
I see. That is odd. That is quite odd. If that, I mean... At some point, did the tablet ask you to update the URL? That might have been what happened. But yeah, that's cool, Kyrio. I see what you said about dinner. Yeah, you go make some dinner. I'm gonna go eat myself. I haven't done so all day, so I'm gonna do that.
Dang. So when you do that, do you become twice as big, or do you disappear completely?
Wait, when I eat?
When you eat yourself.
Oh, no. I mean, I could. Doggo can create multiple bodies. Technically possible. All right, see you later, Kyrio. And yeah, I think I'll close down the table if everything's in order. Are you just gonna be this big, or should I size you back down, Tubby?
A little bit bigger than normal. We'll just...
I'll fiddle with his size at some point.
Okay, it doesn't really matter. As long as you fit on things, really. But, Tubby, did it change back to the proper song page?
Yeah.
It did? Okay.
Haven't played.
I'm pretty sure if somebody changes the page, it'll change for everybody, assuming they accept so. But, yeah. That's fun.
Very, very relaxing.
Huh, that was actually a time of my music. Maybe it's playing at the same time, too. Well, let me just drop an autosave here, or a manual save. Hey, Karserus, just an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Make a save at the table yourself, just so we have a backup in case it ever goes wrong.
I already left the table.
It's alright, never mind. Maybe next time.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing anything to the table until next time. I hope. Please, no more updates.
Well, what updates? I'm scared of, like, Pokerole updates, meaning I, like, have to add new ability cards in or something.
Oh, please, no. We're not going to be changing Pokerole editions or doing updating things.
No, not during the game, but, like, I have to do it for, like, the workshop stuff page.
Oh, God, fair.
Flip it? I mean, I did just save it. Like, hold on. Wait, don't flip. Don't flip. I'm gonna double save. Alright.
Well, I don't think I can flip not being broken.
Well, here's my thing. At the end of each session,
there,
one of you will get to flip the table after it's been saved.
As long as nobody jumps the gun on it, that's fine by me. Well, there it goes.
Yeah. All Ralph has to do is jump, and there you go. Just stand at one end of the table and jump.
Alright, guys. I will see you guys for, 2 Wednesdays from now. Everybody's good for that, right? So.
Yes, so high.
That is January the 23rd, if anybody needs a date.
Should be good.
Yes.